Despite our losses in Hindu Kush, America is still committed to destroying the GLA. Spy satellites have discovered a major GLA training camp on the coast of the Caspian Sea. The battle is already underway. Good luck, General.
Calling in GLA bunker location at Grid Square Beta Charlie. 689
target for Grid Square Beta Charlie. Stand clear.
Transport teams 1 and 2, approaching the landing zone.
All ships maintain heavy artillery support for amphibious assault.
This is Team 2. We're taking heavy fire. We need that air support now. Keep moving. Go.
Unit lost.
How about a show of force? Heavy armor ready for action.
Special forces here. Now.
We need to clear out these Stinger sites before we can bring in our bombers to clear the GLA from the area.
Always prepared.
What is probably my favorite artillery unit in the game, the Tomahawk cruise missile launcher.
Preparing launch cycle.
It has a lot of range, it does good damage, it's pretty fast and agile, at least compared to other artillery units. The only downside is that, well, the missiles are susceptible to being shot down by anti-air, but that's not that big of a deal.
How hardy are they?
Standing by for coordinates.
Hardier than the nuke cannon.
Well, that's one thing.
Instructions confirmed.
Yeah, like, these guys are pretty much the best artillery unit. They're just all around really good. The other thing they have going for them is they don't actually require any general's points to unlock. And yeah, this whole thing about anti-air shooting down missiles, here you can see a bit of that. There's a bunch of Stinger sites, and I want to fire all the missiles in sync instead of staggered.
Yeah.
So they're better at penetrating the air defenses.
Yep. Harder to shoot them all down that way. It's a good plan. That's why you're the general.
Clearly, my my tactical cunning is unmatched in the entire US Army. And here's a good example of when to buy the scout drone instead of the combat drone. I don't expect the Tomahawks to be taking much damage, or at least not much in the way of non-lethal damage. So the repair function of the battle drone won't be coming into play. But the extended sight range of the drones is actually very handy in guiding the missiles.
Yeah, especially for a unit that has a longer range than sight.
Yeah, the only problem here is that these Stinger sights will actually shoot down the drones.
Preparing launch cycle.
We gotta rebuild.
But then again, yeah, it's like $100.
Updating grid location.
That's one of the things I find kind of weird about this game. They specifically say it's US dollars instead of some fictional credits currency. So that means everything is put into a context and in terms of like real world costs. So the battle drone, for example, costs about as much as a decent graphics card.
Birds are inbound. This is Alpha Wing. Objective sighted. Landing run underway. Target zone is cleared. Good hunting, boys.
Construction crews have arrived, sir. You'll need to get our base set up before we're overrun by the GLA. Our final objective is this GLA base here, in the hills. Take it out, and the operation is complete.
Tomahawk systems.
And these guys all survive for some reason.
They weren't in the path there. We'll deal with them shortly.
Bring on the
though.
scaffolding.
Crusader tank responding.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here, but for some reason a single Tomahawk missile can actually clear out one of those tents.
Yeah, it looks like the Tomahawk missiles are killing everything. Like the things inside don't get ejected when it kills the structure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe it comes from the fact that it's blowing everything up in one go.
Maybe. Well, it did it with that. Like it was doing it with the bunkers, and it did it with that tower too. As soon as the structure died, the people inside garrison it died as well.
Heading out. Rally point confirmed.
Yeah, so one of the things about base management, in this mission, base management is actually kind of tricky because if you want to build an airfield, it takes up a lot of space. You don't really have much space to build on. So,
Flashbangs are ready.
yeah, you kind of want to plan things out. So,
Grabbing a flashbang.
you,
Any more projects?
you can fit everything in.
Right.
Let's get in there.
I did find it kind of funny that they gave you this big force to storm the beach with, and you just used your artillery, and that was it.
Bring on the scaffolding.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they meant this as some kind of homage to Omaha Beach. And, well, it turns out that modern weaponry kind of obsoletes the need to throw
Entering the structure. Special forces here.
bodies into machine gun fire for several hours until you can take a beach.
Definitely.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Now we're doing things like, I don't know,
Got my missile launcher right here.
shooting rockets at the bunkers on the beach.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Yeah, rockets would somehow clear them out, even though they shouldn't.
Made in the U.S. Always ready.
But hey, that's just the wonders of modern technology.
They're probably laced with some sort of
I'll fire at anything.
flashbangs.
Uh,
There's a tiny flashbang on
Yeah.
the front of the missile. And,
it has a flashbang warhead.
yeah.
Special forces here.
Yeah, here I decide I don't like these guys hanging out next to my base and just decide to be a bit proactive.
Any more projects?
I don't blame you.
Locked in.
Seemed a
Yeah,
little,
and
seemed a little
Most-
shady over there.
those technicals really do a lot of damage against that building, considering it's just a machine gun against, you know, a concrete structure. And yeah, here we get to finally see the A10 strike ability. We had it in the last mission, but it wasn't really suitable. What is that thing doing?
Oh, just taking the scenic route.
So, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. A10 comes in and shoots a bunch of rockets and get over here, you slackers.
A10, that's a classic ability though from all the way back from Tiberian Dawn, I believe was the first one it was in. GDI had A10 strikes.
Yeah, but those ones were more just drop bombs,
Right.
whereas this one shoots missiles and, well, a cannon.
Well, it has been several years, so I imagine they got a few
Techno-
upgrades.
Always prepared.
Yeah, technology has advanced, and for some reason the Rangers really like to switch to flashbangs. I'm not sure what's up with that.
Take the building.
And the whole thing where you can target air units from way further out than your regular range is kind of annoying
Yeah,
in this mission.
I was just about to say that anti-air in this game has got a hell of a range on it.
Yeah, especially if it's with the US and these drones, because you have a situation like this where anti-air is just gonna sit outside your range and like half a map away and just shoot down all your drones like fucking assholes.
Always prepared. Sniper here.
And one of the nice things about Pathfinders is if you put them in a building, or really just about anywhere really, they make excellent anti-infantry defense because they have a really high rate of fire, they instant kill everything, they reveal hidden units, and yeah, they're just all around pretty much. If you're gonna use a general's point to unlock a unit, the Pathfinder is the best unit you can unlock.
Yeah. What are like China had the nuke cannon, GLA had the hijacker. Or what are
The
the
hijacker, the Scud launcher, and the Marauder, and US has the Paladin tank, which is not too bad, and well, the Pathfinder.
Okay.
And the stealth bomber, that too. But the stealth bomber really isn't. It's really not great at all because it's so fragile that usually how it goes is that it's gonna get revealed when it fires, and then any anti-air that's in the area is just gonna kill it anyway. And the other problem is that most anti-air is comes in turret form. You know, as in defensive turrets, and those have detection anyway. So if you fly over a Stinger site, it's still gonna shoot you. It doesn't care that you're cloaked.
Yeah, it seems kind of like a moot point.
Yeah, so really all you end up with essentially is a Raptor that has only half the ammo and takes a general's point to unlock.
Well, when you say it like that.
Unit lost.
Yeah, I don't know, like all the units you can unlock for general's points tend to be like really terrible for some reason in this game.
Surveying the
What are the... I mean, I guess there's just some general point abilities that are no-brainers and then others that are just not that good at all.
On your command.
Well, yeah, although ideally you would at least have some kind of balance and not like,
Lost.
if you choose this unit to unlock, you're just an idiot straight up.
Right.
Anywhere you say, sir.
Standing by.
Or when they have to make a dozen,
Transporting
you know,
cruise missile.
unlock abilities for each side. And it's not balanced so that you'll eventually unlock everything, right?
Unit lost.
Yeah, you have to choose which ones to get.
Even in multiplayer games.
Fighter ready for flyby.
Yeah, you only get 5 levels, and
Frequencies open.
the last level gives you 3 points, and every other level gives you 1 point.
Okay.
So you end up with 7 points total.
Yeah.
Flight systems activated.
Yeah, so it's definitely
We can launch from
a
there.
pick and choose type of thing. You'd think
Gunship
all of them
reporting
would
in.
be balanced at least comparatively,
Tomahawk launcher armed
but
and ready.
when you have a
Unit
dozen of them,
lost.
it's a lot harder to balance them all to be of truly equal value.
Transporting cruise
Crusader
missile.
tank responding.
Yeah, truly equal, that's kind of difficult to do in general. With RTS games, I mean, balance is not an exact science, but at least they should have made it so there would be situations where you go like, oh, if you're going for this strategy, then you want to take like these and these special abilities, and not just like, okay, so I have the 2 or 3 abilities that are actually good. Now I have half my general's points left over, and I don't know what to do with them.
Right. You don't want to be in a situation where you just don't feel like spending the rest of your points because there's nothing good to spend them on.
And that guy was standing on thin air over that GLA hole.
Here. Yes, sir.
Well, you know,
Moving to new AO. Air cover's on the way.
he's been enlightened.
Flying low.
The GLA has enlightened him so much that he's hovering.
Frequencies open.
Nah, he just doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna stand on thin air. I don't care about your stupid hole.
What are you gonna do about it?
Detail reporting.
Rally point confirmed.
Smooth and slick. In and out.
And yeah, there you can see the stealth ball totally got fired at because he flew over a tunnel network. So yeah, that's the power of a stealth cloak.
Unit lost.
He's on the target list. Don't want any trouble here. On the go.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what makes the Rangers decide to use flashbangs over the regular guns. Like, I think it's maybe range related.
I don't know. Maybe it's like if they're attacking infantry or not.
Moving to new AO.
Yeah, like, it's only when we attack infantry, and it seems to be like when the infantry is outside their normal gun range.
Crusader tank
But
responding.
that, even then, that seems kind of inconsistent with what I've seen.
Search and destroy.
Yeah, so now we only have to take out these few stinger sites because this is one of those missions.
Transporting cruise missile.
Like apparently the Chinese were fine if you just took out all the important stuff, but
General, our base is under
the
attack.
U.S. is commanded by General Solomon, and oh hey, where did these guys come from?
Yeah, I saw them sneaking up on your base there. I figured you had it handled, but I guess not.
Unit
Yeah, we talked about this before off camera, but basically how a lot of it, how the difficulty in this game works for the AI is that also I finally get to show off the laser lock ability. Yeah, so how it works is that basically the regular AI is going to send down units to attack you down one specific path that's predefined for each map, and the medium AI is gonna send them down 2 different paths, and then the brutal AI is gonna send them 3 different paths, and that's it. Like, the only other difference is how big the groups are that it sends after you,
Crusader tank responding.
but not much else.
There we go. You probably could have
You are
just
victorious.
destroyed those last 2 holes and then not even defended your camp.
Yeah, probably.